Hello, welcome to SSC JE aspirants. Today we are discussing about SSC JE model question paper 2018. So let's start our session. The first question is, which of the following is the dimensional formula of conductance? Which of the following is the dimensional formula of the conductance? We know the value, we know the conductance denoted by G. G is inversely proportional to the resistance. We know R is equal to V by I, then I by V. G is equal to I by V. Voltage V is equal to work done by charge. We know the formula for work done. Work done is equal to force into displacement by charge is equal to I into T. Q is equal to I into T. F is equal to mass into acceleration and displacement L by I into T. So mass M1, acceleration L1 T minus 2 and L1 by I1 into T1. So M1 L2 T minus 2 by I1 T1, that is equal to M1 L2 T పైకి వెళ్తే T minus 3 I పైకి వెళ్తే I minus 1. So this is the dimensional formula for what? Voltage. But we want dimensional formula for G. G is equal to I by V. I by V is nothing but this is the dimensional formula for V. M1 L2 T minus 3 I minus 1, that is equal to M minus 1. M inverse on the out పైకి వెళ్తే M minus 1 L minus 2 T3. ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ I ఉంది, ఇది పైకి వెళ్తే ఇన్వర్స్ పైకి వెళ్తే I అవుతుంది. సో I square. So dimensional formula of G is what? M minus 1 L minus 2 T3 I2. So our option 3 is correct. Move on to next question. Which of the following statement is true about the resistance of a conductor? First option, the resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to the length. The resistance of the conductor inversely proportional to the area, and resistance is directly proportional to the area, and D, none. We know the relation rho R is equal to rho L by area. So resistance is directly proportional to the length and resistance is inversely proportional to the area. According to given options, the resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to the area. So the resistance is inversely proportional to the area. That's why our option B is correct. Move on to next question. In parallel combination of resistance, the voltage is lower across largest resistance, higher across largest resistance, same across each resistance, higher across smaller resistance. In case of series combination, the voltage drop across each resistor depends upon the value of resistance, here V1, here V2. But in case of parallel, the voltage is same across each resistor independent of the value of resistance. So that's why option C, same across each resistance. Option C is correct. Move on to fourth question. Electrical conductivity of a conductor is measured in. Electrical conductivity of a conductor measured in dash means, for example, resistance is measured in ohms resistance, but resistivity ohm per meter, same as conductivity is measured in Siemens. Conductance is measured in Siemens, but conductivity measured in Siemens per meter. So option C is correct. Next question. What will be the equivalent capacitance of a parallel combination of 4 capacitors having equal value of capacitance C? See, in case of resistance, the series equivalent resistance is R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. In case of parallel, 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. But in case of capacitance, these are quite opposite. In case of series combination of circuit, 1 by C equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 and so on. But in case of parallel, C equivalent is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. So that we know the value of C is same for all the capacitance which are connected in parallel. That's why C plus C plus C plus C. We give 4 capacitance values, so 4C. C plus C plus C plus C, that is equal to 4C. Option B is the correct answer. Next question. What will be the potential difference between ends of a conductor when the current flowing through the conductor is 3 amps and the value of conductance is 0.3 mho? We know the formula V is equal to I into R. He gave already I value. R give indirectly. R is inversely proportional to the conductance G. So I is equal to 3 and G is equal to 0.3. By 0.3. That is equal to 10 volts. Option A is correct answer. Next question. Determine the value of charge stored in a capacitor when the value of capacitance is 0.01 millifarads and the potential difference between the ends of the capacitor is 20 volts. We know the formula C is equal to Q by V. We have to find out the value of charge. Q is equal to C into V, where C is equal to 0.01 into voltage is 20, that is equal to 0.2 millifarad. Answer we should have in millifarads. So next question, 8th question. Determine the value of current drawn from a 8 volts battery when a wire of 24 ohms resistance is stretched double its original length and then cut into 2 equal parts, and these equal are connected in parallel with the battery. What he give? A 24 ohms resistance is there. If it is stretched double of its original length, means we know resistance is directly proportional to the length. If we stretch the wire to its original length, double of its original length, the resistance is also double, so 48 ohms. And then next stretch double its original length and then cut into 2 equal parts. If we cut it, we have the value only 24 ohms. This cutting part is connected in parallel to the 8 volts battery. Then we should find out the value of current flowing through the circuit. Here 24 ohms, here 24 ohms. The equivalent resistance is 12 ohms. So we know the value of V and R. Then I is equal to V by R. 8 by 12. That is 4 2s are 4 3s are 2 by 3. That is equal to 0.65 amps. So option B is correct answer. Next, determine the heat dissipated through a resistor of 15 ohms resistance when 0.5 amps of current is flowing through the resistor for 8 seconds. You know the Joule's law. The heat dissipated in any electrical circuit is directly proportional to the I square RT. I square RT. We give current 0.5 amps into resistance 15 ohms and time 8 seconds. 0.5 into whole square 0.25 into 15 into 8. So that value is 30 joules. Option B is correct. Next, move on to 10th question. What will be the color coding of a resistor when the resistance of the resistor is 15 ohms? We have to find out the color coding for the 15 ohms resistance. Before doing this problem, we should have to know about the color coding of resistance, some basics. First color, digit, multiplier. Black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, grey and white. B.B. Roy. B.B. Roy has a Great Britain has a very good wife. So this is the shortcut for remembering coloring of the colors. Next, digit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And next, multiplier 10 power 0, 10 power 1, 10 power 2, 10 power 3, 10 power 4, 10 power 5, 10 power 6, 10 power 7, 10 power 8 and 10 power 9. If you take any resistor, it has some colors, 4 colors are there. This is the resistor. These 2 colors indicates the digit of the resistor, and this is the multiplier, and this is indicates tolerance, because in manufacturing the resistance value is exactly not mentioned, because some tolerance is there because of some material properties. It varies some value, so that the manufacturer give tolerance value, means plus or minus is more or less, and plus or minus 10 for plus or minus 5 for gold, plus or minus 10 for silver, like that. But in this problem he did not mention the tolerance value. First option, first C, green, brown, black. Green value of digit, the digit value for green 5, and next brown 1, black, and the third color indicates the multiplier. These two indicates the digit, this digit, and next black indicates the multiplier. Black multiplier 10 power 0 value, into 10 power 0. The value is 51 ohms. But we have to find out the 15 ohms resistance color coding. So you see the option C, brown, 1, and green. For green, 5 into black 10 power 0. So the value is 15 ohms. So option C is the correct answer.